Welcome back to our 5th annual SIU Day of Giving. What a spectacular day we've had so far. What a great presentation from our colleagues over at the Fall Simon Institute. A couple of big announcements. We're over $1.2 million right now, approaching about 1,500 donors. So keep the support going. It's a great sign of Saluki pride and support, just fantastic. The beer group, the 80s and 90s group that created the beer scholarship, which stands for Balance, Education, Experience, and Reality, have added another 25,000 to the total. Again, they've won the award the last 2 years for most donors. So keep up the great work, 80s and 90s group, and I know there are other groups making gifts as well. We're thrilled right now to move over to, we're going to take a look at our College of Agriculture, Life and Physical Sciences. We've got Dean Scott Ishman with us, who does an incredible job. Dean Ishman, welcome. Let's talk about the college. Let's talk about the reorganization and talk about where we are right now.
Well, thank you, Matt. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Scott Ishman, the Dean of the College of Agricultural Life and Physical Sciences. I'd like to thank you all for joining us for the SIU Day of Giving. And what a first year for the new College of Agricultural Life and Physical Sciences it's been. But we in the college were very excited about today and the impact that today will have on our very promising future.
Let's talk a bit. As we get into it, Dean, I want to bring up a couple of points that has always amazed me about agriculture. In Illinois, 75% of the land is still dedicated to agriculture, 27 million acres. Agriculture is the #1 business in the state of Illinois. It shows you the importance of our College of Ag, Life and Physical Sciences in playing a leadership role in an industry that's so important to this state and to this country.
Yeah, well, that's right. And, you know, our primary mission is to serve the region and the state. And so, you know, in the College of Agricultural Life and Physical Sciences, you know, we're able to do that very effectively. And, you know, not only serve our students and prepare them for a career in agriculture, but also then serve the state and the region in the agricultural sciences area.
I tell you, the dean is really good. I threw him a curveball right there. I went off script a bit. He handled that so well. We want to talk about research. Let's talk about research within the college.
Yeah, well, you know, that's one of the major areas for our college. We're very research intensive. And not only do our faculty conduct research, they have graduate students that conduct research, but we also include our undergraduates in research, and that's very important there. You know, we've been doing some really incredible things regarding research in the college. When we talk about our mission to serving the region and the state, one of our research groups, microbiology, they built their team in late spring, early summer that produced 115,000 vials of viral transport medium that was used statewide in order to allow us to be able to do the COVID testing that was necessary for the pandemic. So super important research. Another one of our research groups in the college has identified a COVID variant that wasn't formerly discovered. In the agricultural area, one of our faculty is doing research on hemp. Not only hemp as a medicinal product, but hemp as a cover crop and its use as an industrial product. Very important research. And several of our faculty in the Earth Systems and Environmental Sciences area, they're doing research connected with the Perseverance Mars rover. And when samples finally get sent back to Earth, they'll be analyzing those to see what the really potential of life on Mars is and if there is evidence of former life on Mars. So just some areas where our research has, been outstanding and has not only a state impact, but also national impact.
Just truly incredible research. And you mentioned earlier the students' research, and could you discuss a little about the student research opportunities?
Yeah, again, that's one of our key focuses in our college is to provide our undergraduates with research opportunities. And in doing so, we give them the hands-on experience that they need to make them successful. Successful whether or not they're looking at going on to a professional school like medical school, or if they're looking at going out into industry and getting hired right away, or going to graduate school. So, these are the types of research experiences and the hands-on experiences that we're able to provide our undergraduates that are so important and really gives them an advantage over students that go to other universities that aren't able to get these same types of opportunities.
Let's talk about some of the students specifically. I know Marian Hoffman is an example of leadership.
Mary, he's a standout. She transferred here, and she is the first national FFA officer from SIU in history. And so, and that demonstrates, her leadership qualities to be able to attain a national leadership position in FFA.
It's she also Team was our guest speaker at our virtual scholarship dinner, and she was as impressive as any student I've ever heard in my life. Just incredible, poised, successful, obviously very smart, just an incredible representative of the school. So just a great example of the students you have over in the college. So I understand we're also involved with a virtual, whatchamacallit, national horse judging competition.
Right. Well, with COVID, we've had to adjust many things. Not only our teaching, but also any outreach activities, any partnerships that we've had, because those have had to been virtual. And so, one of the things that we've done to think out of the box, it was provide our horse judging competition, which normally we would do, in person, but under these conditions, we weren't able to. So we did that virtually, and it caught national attention. And so we went nationwide, and it resulted in over 250 students competing that represented 21 states, as far away as Alaska.
Wow, that is incredible, really incredible. We also, I guess, in a few years, in 2024, another eclipse is coming our way.
Oh yeah, we have that 2024 eclipse. We're already starting our planning for that. It's going to be another amazing event, and what a great follow-up to the 2017 event. And so we're all looking forward to that and hosting again, national and international folks here to participate with us and enjoy that.
The last eclipse was such a great event for the university. We really shine, so we expect the same thing in 2024. I guess, Dean, in the geology field camp, in your expertise, your field, I guess, tell us about the geology field camp.
Yeah, so Geology Field Camp, we continue to offer our geology students as well as students from other universities to participate in that field camp. It's a great opportunity. They go out to the YBRA field camp facility that's in Montana. And this is a place where they're able to put together and utilize all the information that they've collected and learned in the classroom and just put it into practice. So it's one of those, again, experiential learning opportunities that prepare them for their future careers.
Thank you, Dean. Earlier, Gary Kinsell and I talked a little bit about fermentation science in McLafferty Annex specifically, but let's talk a little bit more about that incredible program, what we're doing in fermentation science, and how it truly already we have one of the leading programs in this country.
Right. So our Fermentation Sciences program, it's one of about a half a dozen programs like it in the country. It offers a degree in fermentation science. And moving towards having a fully operational small-scale brewery in collaboration with Ravinia Brewing Company. One of the great things about the fermentation science program is it really demonstrates the interdisciplinarity of the college, because microbiology is involved, chemistry is involved, food science is involved. And so, it really, the sky's the limit when you start thinking about fermentation science. It's just not beer and wine.
I made the point earlier, Dean, I think in 1980, there were 10 or so breweries in the country. Now I think we're 7,000 or 8,000. Every town has, as a part of their economic development, they want a brewery. So again, it's just an example how this university in a leading role of using the combination of teaching, research, and public service. I think it's exemplified in our College of Agricultural, Life, and Physical Sciences. We've got university farms. It's an important part. I believe we may have one of the largest farms of any college or any university in America. Let's talk about the farms.
Yeah, the farm is another one of those jewels that we have in the college, as well as the university, because it actually serves the university. And it's another one of those areas that we utilize it to give our students those experiential opportunities. Just recently, we've secured a great lease contract with one of our local businesses that will be providing state-of-the-art equipment on our farm for students to be able to experience operating that equipment, working with it. So when they leave the university, they're going to be trained state-of-the-art equipment and really be prepared for their future careers.
We've been remiss. This is the day of giving. Across the screen, you'll see the address to make a gift, siuday.siu.edu. We'd ask you to go right now. Look up the College of Agriculture, Life, and Physical Sciences, right, Dean?
Correct.
We have very generous and supportive alumni within the college. A real passion there. We see it. I guess we just had a big alumni event this last weekend. So we ask that you make a gift, support the college. I think the dean has outlined so many of the really important things he has within his team here. We are going to go to a video, Dean, and then what we'd like to do is to come back to talk in our few minutes that we have left here to talk more with Dean Scott Ishman, the great leader of our College of Agriculture, Life, and Physical Sciences.
There's something very unique about the opportunity to achieve your lifelong dream. SIU has been amazing in its opportunities. Not only have I gotten the opportunity to be a leader here on campus, SIU is also great for its hands-on research. It's one thing to read about the dinosaurs and the minerals in textbooks, but it's another thing to get out and actually dig them up with your hands. I was amazed to find out that I could do this stuff for the first time, and none of it would have been possible if I hadn't received help, research, scholarships, funds from SIU itself. And I have loads of support from people that I never would have met if I hadn't chosen to come here. I think it's really important, once you've been able to achieve your dream in your career field, to boost up those who could still use just a little bit of help. SIU is more than just a place to learn. It's a place where you connect. You're changing lives by giving back.
Help us to keep moving forward together. Consider giving to the College of Agricultural, Life, and Physical Sciences.
What a great video from the college, and welcome back here with Dean Scott Ishman on this 5th annual SIU Day of Giving. And Dean, what we'd like to do, transition here in the second segment here, is let's talk more a bit about the reorganization. We have merged, as the university has merged, the College of Agriculture. We brought Life and Physical Sciences together under your leadership. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the synergies and what that's going to mean to our students and our faculty and the community.
Sure, Matt. Yeah, thanks for asking. The reorganization has been very beneficial to the students and the faculty. The formation of the College of Agricultural, Life, and Physical Sciences from the former colleges of science and agricultural sciences has really provided our students opportunities to expand their reach in STEM. It's already created some really neat synergies. For example, we're in the process of completing a new joint faculty hire, and it's joint between the program of horticulture and the program of plant biology. So, that is just one demonstration of, something that can be created from the formation of the new college by, kind of breaking down some of the barriers that might have been there before. As far as course offerings within the new college, what it does, I think, the formation is make it easier for our students, both in the ag side and the science side, to identify and take advantages of electives that they might not have formerly been aware of prior to the reorganization. Research within the College of Agricultural, Life, and Physical Sciences, again, has been really facilitated, especially interdisciplinary research. I mentioned, the benefit to the Fermentation Science program. So, just opportunities like that may not formally have been, really clearly identified, but now just more greatly facilitated because the faculty are working more closely together as a unit.
Dean, on a personal note, you've been here a while. You've been a great leader of this campus. We're coming through a tough time with COVID, but even with that, there seems to be a really good energy on this campus, a real excitement about where we're going. Can you talk about that a little and give us your sense of that?
Yeah, sure. COVID has made it challenging, as well as other challenges like budget challenges from the state. But our faculty and staff have really kept a positive outlook on the future. I think the reorganization has helped that in a way, especially with regards to my new college. Again, by bringing those faculty together. And the thing about science is you're always making new discoveries. And so every time a new discovery is made, it creates energy, it creates excitement. And so, that just spreads into the community. And so, I really see that, as we continue on and move out of the pandemic situation, that the excitement's just going to increase.
Thank you. We're getting down to the final 2 minutes of our segment and want to make sure we've highlighted the areas of support that we'd like our alumni to consider supporting. Again, Dean, would you run through those highest priorities that you have in terms of fundraising?
Oh, yeah, sure. We always want to be able to support our students and the experiential learning opportunities that they have. So, Geology Field Camp is one of those areas that is not inexpensive. And so, financial support there is always helpful. Our forestry summer camp is a very similar experience, but for our forestry students. Areas of the farm. The farm, is an operation that, continually needs upkeep. And then also just the support for staff that are doing research and to support the teaching mission of the farms, to be able to provide, this state-of-the-art equipment that I mentioned that we were getting, and other things like that.
Thank you, Dean. It's so again, it's siuday.siu.edu. We ask if you will join. Go to that website, look for agriculture, life, and physical science. Support this great dean and the faculty and students within the college we now call CALPS. And Dean, just one final closing thought in our last 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, I just want to thank all the alumni out there and others who have supported the college, through these years. And, I look forward to your continued support to make the college bigger and better than it's ever been. So, thank you all very much for participating in this and supporting the college.